My name is Jason Tengco. I am from the APALA Washington, D.C. chapter, and I'm a member of APALA'S Young Leaders Council. This is my second convention, and I feel like it's just really refreshing to be surrounded by a lot of youth. Yesterday we had our Young Leaders Summit, and I feel like every convention we definitely grow in our presence, and it's really a testament of the fact that young leaders are definitely working really hard to be involved in the greater labor movement. And so I know friends who have been here since convention in 2009, and I think it's really fitting that in 2009, under John DeLauro's leadership, we had youth actively involved in the convention during their Generations United Organizing for Change convention here in Las Vegas. And so I think fast forward 4 years later, it's just a really great sign that there are a lot of youth here at the convention. I think it's really great that there are a lot of AAPI dreamers here too, just because right now is a really critical time with comprehensive immigration reform. Just hearing their stories really reminds us that, we're fighting for them. Whether you're undocumented or not, whether you're born in the United States or in another country, just hearing the stories from the AAPI dreamers earlier and just seeing them do the Pledge of Allegiance to a country that, oftentimes deports them and their families. I think it's just, it's really fitting that, earlier today we had our rally on the Strip for comprehensive immigration reform because we're really fighting for those dreamers and their families. I think this year's theme for convention, Our Strength, Our Voice Leading the Way, is just the perfect theme, especially in regards to comprehensive immigration reform, just because as a lot of folks know, AAPIs came out for President Obama in record numbers, more than 73% support for the president, and that really shows why Congress decided to take up comprehensive immigration reform as its first issue. And I think that AAPIs continue to let Congress and the White House know that comprehensive immigration reform, it's not a Latino issue, it's not just an AAPI issue, it's really an American issue that affects a lot of AAPI families that are trying to be reunited with their families, that are trying to stay in this country, the only country that they know. So I think APALA'S convention this year is the perfect space to bring together students, young leaders, young workers, union leaders and activists, community leaders, to really rally behind comprehensive immigration reform. I think the time is now when right now, we're waiting for the House of Representatives to take it on after the Senate passed it. And so, the more that we mobilize and remind ourselves that it's really in the districts of these members of the House of Representatives, the more that we can mobilize and the more power we have to hopefully pass comprehensive immigration reform. I think my role as part of the APALA'S Young Leaders Council is to really ensure that, young leaders like myself, whether it's students, young workers, young professionals, are really involved in the labor movement. They know the struggles that AAPI workers can go through. They understand how important it is to pass comprehensive immigration reform. I think it's our mission here during convention to be represented, to let the greater labor movement know that the current generation of young leaders is ready to take on these battles that the folks before us have been fighting for years. And so I think it's just really a reminder that we're here and we're the leaders of today, just like we were the leaders of yesterday, and we will be the leaders of tomorrow. I encourage all of the young leaders out there, students, young workers, young professionals, to really get involved with APALA if you're interested, and hopefully serve on the Young Leaders Council like many of us throughout the country are right now. It's a really great opportunity, and you can learn more at www.apalanet.org.